'Cause I eat a lot of vegetables.
And the Spartans will kick it off to get us underway. From inside the 10, here he comes. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. So the Baylor Bears offense will get the first crack at it here. Here he comes, and any time this guy touches the ball, and he will touch it plenty, a bolt of electricity just goes through the stadium, David.
And they'll feature him, they'll give him the ball, like you said, a lot, early, often, and he's a guy that can make game-breaking plays. The offense is built around his ability to run the football, Jesse, make big plays for this offense.
Yeah, he really shoulders the load, right? More ways than one. The offense goes as this guy goes, so it's going to be important in this one. They get him going early and often.
Finds his back in the middle. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few. While the Big Ten has expanded with this massive continent-wide geographical footprint, the Big 12 has been really shrewd in positioning and maneuvering for survival, and they look for opportunities to win on the field like they'll have today.
And the Big Ten's kind of taking what the Big Ten wants and expanding and not really worried about anybody else. So if I'm the Big 12, I'm like, yeah, you ain't worried about me, but you're going to worry about me today and on the field, and I can make a statement and prove to some of the true blue bloods in the Big Ten.
I just love the stylistic matchup in this one, too, right? You think about the Big Ten running the football, defense, physical, and then Big 12, wide open, up-tempo, air raid offense. This one's going to be fun.
This crowd trying to make life miserable for this offense. Using his feet. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one. Second
He's punching the shit out of it, didn't he?
Game on first down. Now here they come again. He's back to throw on second down. Takes a hit as he fires. He is lucky to get that one back, and the last thing you want is to turn it over on your opening drive. Quarterback will audible. On third and long, trying to have a big completion here. Complete downfield. He's got first down yardage as they move it to the 44. And the Bears are moving quickly down the field. They'll try the right side. And he found plenty of running room on that one before the defense was finally able to get him down. The Bears will snap it on first and 10. He's looking to throw it. Fires toward the end zone.
P.I., boy.
Winds up incomplete, and there's a good
'Cause I
reason
eat
for
a
that.
lot
This
of
guy was being mugged by the defender.
vegetables. It don't have nothing.
And the defender just way too handsy on that last play. You could see all the contact as the ball was in the air. He simply can't do it, and the referee's called.
They'll try the run. Fights off a defender.
13, you little out there,
Nice
boy.
second effort by the back to break a tackle, but how about those defensive backs willing to come up, stick their face in the fan, and make a tackle?
Those are the best run defenses, too, right? It's not just D linemen and linebackers getting all the plays, but it's DBs that are willing to not just cover, but tackle backs in the open field.
Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. The snap sets up the throw. He caught it. Works his way to the 4-yard line, and they'll have it first and goal.
Perfect timing to call that pass play. It's third and short down here in the red zone. Everybody in the stadium expecting you to run the football, and if you don't get it, maybe you kick a field goal, maybe you go for it on fourth. You don't have to worry about that now because of the pass completion. It's first and goal.
They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. Now second and goal, and right in the teeth of this noise. looking to throw. He finds his man.
Oh!
He wanted to score badly, but the defense wrestles him down at the 2. You can hear yourself think on 3rd and goal. They'll try to blast their way in.
I can hear myself think a little bit better.
Into the end zone he goes.
But I'm going to bring him back out.
I
don't
really
wanna
love
ride
that
white
first
with
drive
that-
by the
that-
offense.
that
It
black,
always
that
seemed
white
like they were just
background like
one step ahead of the D, and a nice job there down close.
It's wild. They got a bunch of Michigan State students black.
Being more physical, running it in on 3rd down to get the touchdown.
Now a 2-point conversion attempt coming up. Looking to throw. He's got it. Did he get a foot down? He did. It's good for the 2. That is what they mean when they say ball control. A 14-play touchdown drive. And finish the deal with the short touchdown run from the 2. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. The Spartans offense will get the ball for the first time. As we take a look at our impact players for this one, what are you looking for, Jesse, for a guy to make an impact?
Well, these are simply put the leaders of this football team, and generally games go how these guys play. If they make plays, then they've got a shot to win this one.
No doubt, they got to show up. These are the team leaders. These guys have to play well if they're going to win.
The Spartans are in the hurry-up. Fast motion from the offense. Quarterback quick pass to the receiver. Crosses the 40. And they'll move the chains and get it to the 47-yard line. Wonder if they'll be conservative on 1st and 10. Defense in press coverage. Off the play fake on 1st down, wants to throw.
Big tight end tries to make a catch, and you could tell he extends for the ball, but great job by the defender getting in there, making the hit, dislodging the football out at the same time as he's going to catch it, and the big tight end.
He's going to throw deep right side. And he makes the catch inside the 10. So close to that end zone. He can almost taste it, but it'll be 1st and goal for this offense. The huge play got him on the porch, but now they got to kick in the door. The offense showing motion from the tight end, trying to get a read on the D. Keeping it on the ground on 1st and goal. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. Can the D deny them on 2nd and goal? Back to pass. It's Lamb.
Turn around.
And good hands there by the defense on that shot to the end zone. Now it's 3rd and goal. From the gun, wants to pass. They're bringing heat.
Yeah.
And he just throws it away. That is not what you're looking for on 3rd down. 4th down coming up. They'll play it safe and send out the field goal unit. It is perfect. After putting 3 on the board, the kickoff unit ready to go. Here's the return from inside his 10. And he'll be brought down after a solid effort on that return. Here comes the Baylor offense back onto the field. David, they'd love to do what they did last time and put this one in the end zone.
You ain't lying. They did a great job. The offense was clicking. Everything went well. Palmer, they executed and got the touchdown.
And they really were in a nice rhythm as well. I'd love to see that here on the next drive, too. Just keep doing what you're doing. Everything seems to be working, and you seem to have this defense on their heels.
Decibels rising as the crowd gets behind this defense on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. He's got his man. And he gets it done on 3rd down. They move the chains, and they'll mark it at the 44.
This is exactly why 3rd down is practiced every single day. 3rd and short, 3rd and medium, 3rd and long. It's money down for a reason. You got to lock in. Great success by the offense so far on 3rd down.
Well, you're making a positive out of a negative. In that time, quarterback, nice job, buying time. He's trying to throw the football downfield. Nothing there, so instead of throwing it away, getting the incomplete, just get what you can get and make this next down.
He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and a first down.
Man, if I'm a defense, I got to find a way to get some more pressure on the quarterback or disrupt their timing and their rhythm. I can't give them these big chunk plays through the air. I got to be maybe a little bit more aggressive or do something a little bit different.
And the Bears are on the move. Wide receiver now comes in motion. They'll wrestle him down just short of the first down. I don't even think they're going to bring out the chains to measure this one. Going to the running game. The Bears get it past the sticks. From the 14-yard line, it's 1st and 10. See if they can get the edge on the jet sweep. He's all the way down to the 3. An electric run has him set up. And the Bears will try to punch it in on 1st and goal. Pushes ahead. He steps and powers and works his way. They finally get him down at the 2. We'll see if the offense can punch it in on 2nd and goal. He'll take it himself. He's got it down to the 1-yard line right on the doorstep of Pater. The offense will have to use its first time out of the half. Time for one more snap before the end of the quarter. Quarterback will keep it. They make the stop, and that's how the first quarter will end. That's the end of the quarter, and it's Baylor holding the edge. We've put...
I feel like it should have been a WNBA game on or something tonight.
Welcome to the banks of the Red Cedar, East Lansing, home of the Michigan State Spartans, where the fans have been ready for hours in anticipation of this big one we have coming up. Today, we have one of those games that tests your focus. Top 25 team against an unranked opponent. Can you take care of business? As we see a squad from the Big 12, the Baylor Bears, taking on the 17th ranked team in the land, the Michigan State Spartans. 48 Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. And the Spartans will kick it away to start us off.
you doing? Oh, you just trying to fight through it?
And there will be no return on this one as the ball bounds into the end zone. The Bears offense takes the field for the first time today. And here he comes, and you may think that you can take a wide receiver out of the game plan, but Jesse, with this guy, he sort of believes, I'm him, I'm the dude.
Yeah, and he gives defensive coordinators nightmares too, I swear. When you watch this guy's highlight tape,
shit.
Man, he scares you to death with his speed. He can take the top off the defense. He can change the game, David, on any given play.
And so how many different ways can I continue to give him touches? You know, they're going to split him out wide. I'd hand him the football. I'd throw it to him quick. I'd throw it to him deep. This is a playmaker that will be featured.
Looking to throw on second down. Makes the catch along the sidelines and steps out of bounds. It's hard to find a place these days that the Big Ten doesn't touch geographically, but there's a lot of crossover with the Big Ten and Big 12 and plenty of bragging rights on the line when their schools meet.
You think about Nebraska once upon a time being in the Big 12, now in the Big 10 too. These conferences also recruit in similar areas too. So this game is interesting, David, because a lot of these players, they're familiar with each other from high school.
Yeah, and I'll tell you, from experience, you hate that. Like, you get to know each other, you go to the other school, like, you're now my enemy. You're not my friend anymore. So a chance to prove it, a chance for the Big 12, who's been kind of pillaged and pulled apart at times, sometimes by the Big 10. It's got to make a statement to them.
The give to the back. Just a solid stop by this sophomore.
I like feeding my guy. I like getting my running back touches, feeding the ball so we can break some of those big runs. But I'm also okay with these little ones. Set the tone, stay balanced.
The play action fake. Unloads to the wideout. On target to the left. Good pick up there. They'll move the chains, and they're set up at the 41.
And a really good job by the quarterback being very decisive. He saw his matchup. He went for it. He attacked it. Got the positive gain. I would say he's going to find that guy a few more times today.
Touch pass on the jet sweep. Looking for room at the 30. And it is a chunk play. A huge gain on that one before the defense brings it to an end. And that big gainer on the last one has them threatening from inside the 10. Quarterback checking the play. Snap in the shotgun. And he was pushing for that goal line, but the D stopped him at the 2. These fans raising the volume on second and goal. Calls his own number. And he walks.
That big ass nigga, yeah.
This defense has their hands full in this game because of what you saw right there. This quarterback is one of the fastest players in the entire country, and he runs one in. They're going to have to do a better job getting hats to him because they know they're going to see the QB run a lot today.
No backs with the quarterback as they line up for the 2. Looking to throw. Into the end zone for the 2, and they push that lead out to 8. So they put together a 9-play, 75-yard drive and finish the deal with the short touchdown run from the 2. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. So the Michigan State Spartans offense will have its first possession of the game. And they seem to believe that they can take big plays away and man coverage by just locking him up in this matchup, David.
And it's hard to lock down a great wide receiver, but a great defensive back versus a great wide receiver, we got to show that.
Yeah, let's be honest, David. Most defenses don't have a dude like that, a cornerback that could do that in a game like this. But this matchup is unique, and it's going to really determine the outcome of the game.
To the ground. He's got it again. At midfield, he's got room. Can anyone catch him? He's at the 10. Touchdown, Michigan State. And once he found some daylight, it was time to make a house call.
I love the execution on that play. Great blocking up front just to get the ball carrier an opportunity in the second level of the defense. And then at that point, it was make a guy miss and use the speed. That was a perfectly executed play.
From inside his own 10, let's see what he gets. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Baylor has it back, and here comes the Bear offense. Jesse looking to take it down the field for back-to-back touchdowns.
I think it's really important for them moving forward, too, to have a lot of balance, right? You want to be able to keep this defense guessing, Pollard.
Yeah, and you got me searching for answers after that last drive. You stack another drive on top of this, their defense's heads are going to be spinning all over the place.
Perfect play call for that big gain to open the drive. Now here they come on 1st and 10. Steps away to find some room. And they couldn't make the connection on the long shot. Back to work on 2nd and 10 from the 41 after that last incompletion. Couldn't connect on 1st down, now back to the air. He'll get rid of it. And it'll be incomplete. He got on the move trying to make something happen, but just couldn't find a man. They had the big play to start the drive, but a couple of misfires now leaves us with 3rd and 10. From the gun, wants to pass. He's going to take off. And the defense is there to stop him short of the 1st down. The Bears racing to the line in the hurry up. On 4th down, he'll try to toss it. Fires to the wideout.
Oh.
They gambled in their own end, turn it over on downs, and now the other offense is set up. Looking for a productive play on 1st down. The give to the back. At the 35, he's open. And this defense was flailing as he weaved his way and got down to the 26. Offense getting set for 1st down.
One of the things I love about this offense, Reese, is they have tons of speed. They like to try to get the ball going east-west. That time they generate a huge play going to the right side.
And the defense either not fast enough to fit or got knocked out of the fit.
Yeah, they got to do a better job containing that as this game goes on. They got to funnel the football back to the middle of the field.
Back to throw, it's Lamb. And this sophomore able to wreak some havoc and get the sack. Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. He's looking to throw. He's got him still on his feet. That completion will take it inside the 4, and the offense is threatening.
You know, and that's why this guy can play 1st, 2nd, and 3rd down. You've already seen him earlier in the drive rip off some nice runs, but he can catch the football as well. They're going to find ways to get him going.
And this sophomore able to wreak some havoc and get the sack.
And he was held in check in game 1, but you're not going to hold him in check for long. And right out the gates, getting a sack in the 2nd ball game, that will not be his last sack of the season. This dude is a ball player.
Looks as if they'll send out the field goal unit. Didn't make him sweat at all. It's good. And with that field goal, they now have the lead. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Gentlemen, let's take a look at what's happening in this exciting college football game. Cal is ahead in this one, but unlike the days of Aaron Rodgers, this has not been a blowout today in Berkeley. They're up by 7 over Oregon State. Any big developments in this one, we've got you covered with the best studio team in the business, gentlemen.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. How about getting the foot down on that throw for the big completion? They had the perfect play to open the drive, and now they'll snap it again from the 38. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. Last play was a near disaster, now dealing with 2nd and 13. He's looking to throw. He's going to let one fly down the middle. And they can't hook up, going for the big play on 2nd down. Now it's 3rd down. They line up, and it is a long way to the sticks from here. On 3rd and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. And they weren't able to make the connection. They were looking for an explosive play.
Those are those where you're just looking at your hands. Left hand, right hand, left hand, right hand. Dang it, I should have caught that. Nice play, break on the football. Could have been a house call. That could have been a game changer, but just couldn't secure the interception.
A beautifully placed ball to the outside, and the toe drag for the big pickup.
And they're showing you their intentions early in the game. It's 4th down, you're in your own end. We're going to be aggressive, and we're not just going to do this early. We're going to do this all game long. Awesome execution on a critical down.
They'll line up for a 2nd down play. He's looking to throw. He slings it deep to the left. And he pulls it in inside the 15-yard line. And chunk plays are the name of the game, and they get one here before the defense finally makes the stop. Making sure they have...
He snagged that.
Baby Crabtree.
Physical in the red zone as he's pulled down after picking up 3 balls at the 14. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. He's got his man. That completion will take it inside the 4, and the offense is threatening. Turning to the running game on 1st and goal. He pushes it forward all the way to the 2-yard line. And the Bears headed quickly to the line. Trying to break the play on 2nd and goal. And they try the middle of this defense, and that is not happening. Tries to slither forward on the sneak. Wedges, pushes, and he's over and in for the touchdown.
Another rushing touchdown. That's now 2 on the game. This offense thought they could come into this one running the ball, being the more physical team, and they look like it right now.
They'll try to tack one more on their score. And with the extra point, they're on top by 5. That's the end of the quarter, and it's Baylor holding the edge. And we've come to the end of the first as we take a moment to check out the stats so far.
Hello.
They've switched ends of the field, and we're ready to get things started here in the second.
Cam, where you at? Cam, you playing your game and you watching this game?
The kickoff team on the field as they'll send this one away. Here he comes from inside his own 5. And the returner will be dragged down. Michigan State has the ball back, and here comes the offense. Always good to get points on a drive, David, but chip shot field goals can leave you a little empty.
And I think it's great to get points, but the great teams get touchdowns in the red area. You got to get out there this time and execute a little better on this drive.
You're absolutely right, David. Generally, the best red zone offenses are the ones that run the ball the best. So let's see if they can be a little bit more physical on this drive.
Right there.
Let me get
Navigates
some,
that
too.
massive bodies and gets 4 out to the 17. They want to get this defense on its heels. On 3rd down, he drops the throw.
Good job. Got the spot. Good job, Big 75. Big 75. Big 75. Big 75. Yeah.
Stop him short of the 1st down, and now they have to make a call. The Spartans will punt it away on 4th down. First time we've seen their punt team this afternoon. They'll get down and put a stop to this return. They'll mark it at the 32. Here comes the Baylor offense back onto the field. Jesse, a very productive drive last time, wound up with a touchdown.
Yeah, mixing and matching play calling really well. Nice balance on that last one, Dave. Let's see what they can do here in this next drive.
Yeah, and I don't expect anything different. When you put together a drive like that, I would do more of the same. Keep the pace, keep it going.
That's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's 1st down, the defense thinks you might be running the football. You still can line up, you can get some movement at the point of attack, and find a little crease for your running.
Man, stand your ass up.
Looking to pass on 2nd down. Setting up the screen.
Yeah, try to get 2.
And they wrap him up, but not before he's got enough for the 1st down. The Bears want to pick up the tempo. That is a time-honored way to slow down the rush, hit him with the screen, and a chunk play.
Yeah, such a great job because you're flying up the field.
Oh, Ian.
Everything looks like pass down the field.
I know.
Let those guys get up the field, throw it right behind him. He does a little bit of rest, making some moves, getting upfield, making the big play.
A little free snap eye candy for the defense. Now the pitch. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a 1st down.
Well, the defense knew coming into this one it was going to be a physical game. Guys are going to have to be great at the point of attack and get off blocks and make tackles. They couldn't stop the offense from picking up that 1st down on that run play.
And the Bears are flying down the field. They'll run the option. Now the toss. Open space at the 25. And a big play there on the option. The pitch was executed perfectly.
Nice job getting outside, right? Those running backs, they get on those tracks, they run outside. Now they're in the open field. It's so tough. Those safeties are flying down, try to get an angle, but you could tell the speed sets them up, makes the big play out to the left.
It's a reverse. Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7.
Well, it's an area of the field where you have to be able to run the football, and there's a lot of different ways to do that. You can do it conventionally, handing it off to running backs, or, David, get the receivers involved, jet sweeps and reverses.
And get it to a really fast guy moving.
Oh, come on, 80.
It's a really
That's
good
my ball.
to get to the edge and not have to worry about having a lost yardage play. Get it to a fast guy, get it to a playmaker. Just another way to get more guys involved in the offense.
It'll be a run on 3rd and short. He'll be stopped just short of the end zone, but they'll have it 1st and goal. The offense threatening, close to the end zone now with a new set of downs. They'll put the tight end in motion.
One thing this team has shown early this year, it does not take them long to find their footing. They get off to fast starts. That was critical for them winning their 1st game, and you've seen it here in this one too. They show up ready to go. There's no sleepwalking. I think you got to give this coaching staff a ton of credit for putting their players in good positions to have success.
How about this? A 2-point conversion coming. Quarterback flips it ahead quickly to the receiver. Into the end zone for the 2-point conversion as they extend the lead. A 69-yard touchdown drive and close the deal with a 3-yard touchdown run. The kickoff unit about to go to work. He wisely lets that one bounce through the back of the end zone, and they'll take over at the 25. The Spartans have it back on offense, hoping to play some good ball. Last time, David, it was 1-2-3 kick.
The last drive, that 3 and out, sometimes that puts your defense in a bad spot. You got to get a drive together here so you don't wear the defense out.
I just think, David, too predictable, that last drive. They got to do something here to get this defense on their heels.
Defense in the right spot. They stop him after a gain of 2 to the 28. Corners showing press. They want to be physical here. On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Got a man.
Damn.
He's out of bounds, but not before picking up enough for the first down. And the Spartans moving quickly to the line.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown, but that was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find a rhythm, and what better way than converting on third down. Awesome job by the quarterback.
You found it. Damn, I missed him. He got knocked out.
Set on second down. Trying to make that rush think on the draw play here. Brought down at the 46, but he got 10 on the play. The Spartans with the first and 10. This is what Spartan running backs do. They get behind their pads, they move the chains. Le'Veon Bell among many who've been great at that.
And Kenneth Walker.
Oh, good throw.
A couple years ago, such a great season too. But just that's their physicality. That's the brand that they've had. That's what their coaches embrace. You know, not being the quote-unquote main team in their state, but they're going to hit you in the face and they're going to play physical.
I think they're stuck.
We've reached the 2-minute warning, and this thing has been one-sided.
Oh,
At
shit.
least have something to feel good about going into halftime. And this set of downs gets started from the 33, first and 10. Back to pass, it's left.
Good job, Billy Pitts. Let's go to the crib too.
Got to him to run.
Chopped him up.
And they capitalize not only on the pick, but the great return to give the offense tremendous field position.
Who says defensive backs don't have hands? Nice job breaking on the football and making the catch. A lot of times you see guys swat it down or you see them trying to catch it. Looks like they have 2 left hands. Defensive backs don't catch real well. Nice job breaking on the football. Nice job securing the INT and actually catching it.
Baylor has it back, and here comes the Bear offense. That running game was impressive, taking them right down for a touchdown last time, David.
Yeah, just mauling. No secret play calls, just simply we are more physical than you, and we're pounding the football right at you.
So if you're on offense this next drive, take a look at their safeties and see if they're creeping up into the box. Because of your success running the football, this might be time to take a shot down the field and play.
Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. They move the tight end all over. From the gun, running back gets to give. They finally make the stop at the big run. There's plenty to move those sticks for the first down. The Bears in the hurry up. He wants to throw. Unloads to the wideout. Makes the grab. Almost took it all the way, but a huge gain, and he has him set up first and goal.
That's a beautiful pass and catch. I love the job the quarterback does manipulating the defense with his eyes. He froze that safety, and that allowed his receiver more room to work his route.
This offense has been running up and down the field, and here they are, first and goal, a chance to tack on another one before halftime. He works his way ever closer all the way down to the 1-yard line.
A lot of guys on defense playing really well with their eyes right now. They were not fooled by that jet sweep.
looking for just one more yard. It's 2nd and goal.
Buy one, get one, and what else?
Quarterback sneak, wedging himself into the line. Wedges, pushes, and he's over and in for the touchdown.
Well, this offense has been physical. They came out in this game with a lot of pride.
You should have ordered them temporary tattoos.
They can block people and get it done. They are dominating this defense. 3 rushing touchdowns now in the game.
Looking for the 2-point try. Snapped it in the shotgun. Now improvising. Firing to the right, complete. He's got the 2-point conversion.
Might be out the game.
On that lead. So they got the touchdown, now going to put it in the hands of their defense to finish off this half. On the move from inside his own 20. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the first half. They'll go to the ground. Good pickup on that play. It'll bring up 2nd and 4.
When you're a defense...
All right.
Run first. That is your first responsibility. It makes the whole game easy. And right now, they got it going on the ground. The defense is going to have to change something up. These little tiny dink and dunk. You keep doing this, they'll go all the way down the field.
Antonio Brown wanted by police on attempted murder charge.
First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
All right, guys, looks like we've got a fascinating one going on in East Lansing. And if you thought that was a quick first half, you'd be right on the money. An offensive showcase, yes, but it's been those dynamic running backs who have set the pace. I'm curious to find out if this ground and pound approach is going to continue into the second half, or if one of those defenses will actually show some pride. And with that, let's head back to the place they've been playing football for more than 100 years, Spartan Stadium.
All right, Kevin, about ready to get things cranked back up here. And the Bears will kick it off to start the second half. And he takes this from inside the 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Michigan State has the ball back, and here comes... When you're facing a deficit like this one to start the second half, you really can't afford to waste a single possession.
Fresh start here in the second half. That's the only way you can look at this if you're on offense. Things did not go your way there in the first half. It starts with one play. To get our confidence,
what?
To get something going early here on this drive.
One play.
Bro, what? He throws the ball right to me. Get the fuck.
Now I think I can be even more aggressive on 4th downs. Because obviously I've built a deficit. My defense has got to make some plays for me too.
To the ground with the back. And this one will be stopped for no gain. And the Spartans will hustle to the line. Back to throw, it's Lamb.
Boom.
He's got his man.
Oh, I thought that was third down.
Solid pickup, but a little bit short of the first down. Guys, this offense is already reeling down multiple possessions. Really need to cash in on this drive. On third and short, the run looking for the first down. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. The Spartans will punt this one away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. A high kick. Let's see if he can pin them back deep in their own end. And the punt
you look
gets
intense.
down there and gets the return man on the ground.
Whoa.
Here comes the Baylor offense back onto the field. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute them.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep piling it on until they find an answer.
They weren't able to get that one off. It'll be a delay of game.
Delay of game. Offense.
So frustrating to see an offense lose track of the play clock and pick up a penalty like that. The offense set for a first down play. Wide receiver coming across in motion. On the option. Finds a little bit of space, gets 3 to the 22.
It's just so nice to know you can start off on first down with positive plays. Positive yards, hand the football off, set up a good second down.
Kept it on the ground last time, bringing up a second down. He's looking to throw. Going over the top.
Is that not early?
After taking a shot on second down, they're staring at third. They line up with some serious work to do if they want to convert this one. Wide receiver shows motion. On third and long, he's going to have to throw for it. He's not afraid to go deep. And he's got it inside the 25. And the tackle is made, but not before that completion gets them 30+.
What a beautiful throw and catch on this play, and I love the job the receiver did tracking the ball in the air. Nice job of locating the throw and then hauling it in.
Barely time to catch our breath after that one, and they've got it first and 10, threatening just outside the red zone. Quarterback reacting to what the D is showing. Complete. And the defense was right there to make the tackle, but not before they get it to the 12 and set up in the red zone. He'll keep it himself. You'll take this every time. 5 yards on the first down play.
Nice job there by the QB on the same group, because he's watching the D lineman, and he knows he has to keep the football, and he right away takes it upfield to get some positive yards.
Relentless, tough running gets it down to the 4. They'd love to pick up this third down and get a fresh set with first and goal. They'll go to the air on third and short. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And finally, the defense is able to get some pressure on this quarterback. They've been trying all game long different ways to affect him. Weren't able to get there. But on that play, because of the pressure, it affected his accuracy. That's why the ball falls incomplete.
The Bears want to crank the tempo. Slams ahead. Touchdown, Bears! And the stomping has commenced.
Loving what I'm seeing from this offense this week. And talking to them, they felt like last week's win was a lot closer than what it should have been. They didn't play to their full potential, but they did that here in this game. When they're hitting on all cylinders, they are scared.
He'll try to tack on one more. And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
A bit of an under-the-radar game this week, guys, but take a look at this. Texas is trailing, but they are within striking distance. Kind of like when Major Applewhite turned a huge deficit in the 2001 Holiday Bowl into a win. Maybe today is deja vu. They're trailing by 11 to Miami. We'll circle back. If anything big happens, you should know.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Movement here from the tight end. Looking for a crease. It's Allen. Across the 25. He's got room. He'll be stopped at the 27, but it's a 15-yard gain. Now on 1st and 10 from the 27. To the air, it's Lamb. Throws to the wideout. Incomplete, and he threw that one up for grabs and into traffic. Was fortunate to get it back. Couldn't make the play on 1st down. They'll try it again. 2nd and 10 from the 27. Squirts across the 30 to the 32. A pickup of 5. Faced with a 3rd and short from their own 32 to keep this drive alive.
Offensive linemen love when you're sneaking draws, when you're sneaking screens. It holds these.
And he's loose on the right. He's at the 20. And he takes it all the way. They come. Touchdown, Smarty.
I know it's early this year, but it's obvious this guy is a focal point in this offense. After having 2 touchdowns in his first game, he gets on the board here. Doesn't matter where he lines up, they find ways to get him the football, and defenses just have not been able to figure him out.
Fair catch, called for and made. Baylor has it back, and here comes the Bear offense. They unleashed an aerial assault last time that took them right to the end zone, David.
So, Reese, with that drive, I think you've accomplished.
And the quarterback goes down. There is a penalty flag on the field, but I think the defense might have the option just to take this play. Amazing how many times an offensive holding penalty will stall a drive. We'll see if the offense can overcome it. Line gets set, 1st down. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. And here comes the offense on 2nd down. He's looking to throw. That pass is incomplete, and they're probably fortunate that it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. He looks that one in nicely. And he's not going to make it. The defense denying him the 1st down. Quarterback making adjustments with his receivers. On 4th down, looking for the completion. It's caught downfield. Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch. And the Bears come to the line with a new set of downs. Running back searching for a hole. Turns it on in midfield. And there they... With another huge gain on the ground, he's finally run out of bounds. The Bears come to the line in the hurry-up. Right back to the well. On the move at the 30. And they'll finally catch up to him, but not before a big chunk of yardage is picked up. They've moved it to the 19, 1st and 10. Power football with the run. They get him stopped after a 2-yard gain. Ball's at the 17. After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Touch pass on the run. And he'll be taken down, but he does have enough for the 1st down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And the Bears trying to pay off the threat on 1st and goal. Quarterback on the keeper. Touchdown, Baylor! And the route is on.
And that's That's what makes this quarterback so dangerous, fellas. He can hurt you throwing the ball. Man, is he ever dangerous and explosive with his feet. You have got to be able to get this guy on the ground. If you don't, he has got way too much wiggle and speed. You saw it right there.
Play the analytics here, and you go for 2. They'll go with a direct snap. He's into the end zone for the 2 and extends the lead.
Some running backs just have a nose for the end zone. That guy did a great job there in the 2-point play, running that one in.
About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. The Spartans have it back on offense, hoping to play some good ball. The last time they had it, they took it down the field for a touchdown. They can build some confidence that they could go back-to-back scoring drives here.
Yeah, and remember, it's not uncommon for offenses to find themselves as the game goes on. They had some things not go their way early, but they found something last drive, David. Let's see if they can build on it.
Yeah, you just pick and pick and pick until you find that place where you're like, okay, this is an advantage I have. They've clearly found that dude. They score here, we're in for a ball game.
Dragged down after a pickup of 5 out to the 35. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. They feed him again. 1-step wrap, 2-step squeeze. This junior knows how to get him on the ground. They plow ahead with the run, but still more ground needed to pick up the first down. 3rd down coming. They'll try to get it through the air. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play. But couldn't reel it in. And the Spartans will bring the punt team onto the field. Trying to play a little field position with that high punt. And good work by the coverage team to get the return man down on the ground. Here comes the Baylor offense back onto the field. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
It's been great execution. They've done
Oh,
exactly
man,
what they
just put it
wanted
in
to do.
there.
Build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect him.
You can tell they were paying attention in practice this week in the film room because they have gone out, everybody right now on the same page.
They'll leave it with him.
Oh.
Cross the 30 out to the 33 and gains 4 on the play. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. He'll pull it down and run. He's run out of bounds, but not before turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. That's the end of the quarter, and it's Baylor holding the edge. This has been a complete obliteration so far, as the 3rd quarter stats will show you. So will the beatdown continue, or is this a comeback for the ages in store? We'll see as we start the 4th. Offense lines up for a 1st and 10 from the 43. A solid pickup there before the defense is able to make the stop. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. He'll do it himself. Got the first down and still on his feet. And excellent vision to find running room there and make a really good pickup before the defense put a stop to it. The Bears are on the move. Wide out in motion. Now on the option. He'll pitch it. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. Last play was a near disaster. Now dealing with 2nd and 13. Safe completion on the screen. Drills him with the stiff arm. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense. And the Bears come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Now the toss. Got enough space. Touchdown Bears! And the
This always is the debate of where you fall. It's your job to stop me or I should get concerned because this offense obviously has had themselves a day, and apparently their day's not over. They're going to continue to keep scoring, and the defense better do something about it.
Getting aggressive here and going for two. Here's the snap, looking to throw. And he dropped it. It looked for all the world like that would be a catch, and he just got too excited. Only reason you can think of for the onside kick here is they want to stick it to him. They were ready for the onside kick and executed perfectly, and they secure the football.
Well, here in the fourth quarter, they were obviously expecting onside kick. They got their hands team on the field. They're able to jump on the ball and make sure they get possession.
Trying to find his man on first down. Makes his connection. And they picked up 9 on first down. It'll bring up second and short.
You know, the defense doesn't have an bracketing him, having a defender play to the outside and to the inside. Probably some sort of zone coverage. We were trying to get two bodies.
Touchdown, Spartans! A great.
Looks like this. Brought to you by GWCFB25SZN13. That team 8 years his junior. Team is 1 inch taller, but it is Jason Jackson with the 3-inch reach advantage. And this main event bout. All right, main event keys to victory come away to this one. For Jason Jackson, I'd like to see him punch his way into the
For 6. The result of this game is going to sting for sure, but you've got to continue to build, you've got to improve, and you can take some positives out of this.
Oh, that's what you've been in there doing.
There's always positives. Coaches are always looking for those things.
That's why you were silent.
What did we do well so we can do more of it in the future?
Silento.
Some things here late that they did well.
And the ball will make it into the end zone. No return
said
on
salad?
that one for a touchback. Baylor has it back, and here comes the Bear offense. There wasn't much need to throw it around on that last drive for the touchdown, Jesse. They got it done running the ball.
And David, I don't think you have to overthink this thing. If they can't stop you running it, why would you stop handing it off? Just keep at it here on this drive.
Well, and if I'm the defense, I'm making some changes. I'm bringing in more big bodies. I'm playing more aggressive towards the line of scrimmage. I am not going to let them have that kind of drive again.
Gets it across the 30 to the 31, a pickup of 5.
I think you run that play so you stay out of 3rd and long. 3rd and long is not where an offense ever wants to thrive. 3rd and medium, hey, I'm good with that. So you run that play to make sure you're set up for a good 3rd down.
Only able to pick up a yard before he stopped, and now it's 4th and 3. The Bears want to move quickly. Motion from the offense. Quick pass on the jet motion. They make the
Oh,
stop.
hold
There
it.
is a
Did he
flag
get it,
on
though?
the field. We'll see what that's
Man,
all
get your
about.
ass on.
hold it.
This offense plenty happy enough with the result of that play, so they just let the official put that flag back in his pocket and decline the penalty. Looking to throw, it's Lamb. The quick out.
Well, and here's the problem offensively. Because you're trailing by so much so late in the game, the defense now is going to be playing big zone coverages, and they're going to allow you to throw the ball underneath in the middle of the field, rally to make a tackle, and bleed the clock. It's going to be hard now for this offense to claw their way back in this one.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Finds his target down the middle. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage. Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass.
Yeah.
Can't make the connection on 3rd down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's 4th down. They'll leave the offense out there to try to get it past the marker and pick up the 1st. Pressure coming. And they get to him and sack the quarterback, and they'll stop the drive on down. The offense lining up for a 1st down play. Wasting no time throwing on this drive. the run, fires downfield. He makes the catch. They'll snap it from the 36. They've got a first down. On the move, it's Cunningham.
I know it's sexy to throw the football, but if you can pound it away and get these kind of gains, they will just add up, wear the defense down, get first downs, and ultimately get some points.
6-yard pickup on first down leaves them with 2nd and 4. Nice, solid form tackle from this sophomore. Ball's at the 27. It's 3rd and short. Can they avoid making that 4th down decision? Looking to throw for it. Makes the grab over the middle.
Bitch. My motherfucking arm back, nigga. Get your ass up. Bitch ass nigga. Yeah, he on his ass. Ooh. Damn, he looks way bigger too. You better throw the behind back. Got him.
The Bears pick up the first down.
Well, this guy's been a go-to guy for this offense all game long. We've seen that, and here on a critical 3rd down late in the game with the lead, guess who shows up with another big one? That guy.
They keep it on the ground. Clock is their friend. They make the stop, and this running game moves the chains as they get the first down.
That is just demoralizing if you're on defense, right? You're down in the game. It's the 4th quarter. You know you need to get a stop, and you know they're going to run the ball, but you can't do anything about it.
Oh, I didn't need to move up.
One down to the 13.
They're strong, and they're strong. Defensive tackles, they're strong. There's such big jokers in the middle where they just lock out those offensive linemen. And running backs, listen, they don't have much of a chance. When you got that 300-plus pound guy grabbing you around the shoulder pad, you tend to go to the ground pretty quickly.
The offense showing motion from the tight end, trying to get a read on the D. Now they'll try the right side. He bullies his way all the way down to the 5-yard line.
And a nice job by the running back, finding space, getting downhill, making the good run. Great job finishing with his pads.
Couldn't quite nudge it in. Not sure you could get much closer, but it'll be 1st and goal. We've reached the 2-minute warning, and this offense will be quite content just to drain the rest of the time away. The Bears trying to cash it in on 1st and goal. Touchdown, Baylor! And the punishment has been extended.
And with that score, you start to get excited because you can feel the momentum starting off 2-0. I mean, you got to finish this one off, but there's a great chance you're going to. But this season has started just like you've wanted it to. Now just keep climbing. See how high we can get in these rankings.
My philosophy on going for 2 is only when you have to.
Chicken.
He's got it in the end zone for the 2 as they tack on.
Are you worried about what I'm eating? I told you I wanted some cookies and you ain't bringing them.
Covered 61 yards. Now they'll try to get another possession with an onside kick. They're on it. They recover the onside kick and they get it right back. Here comes the Baylor offense back onto the field. They have dropped a hush on this entire stadium, David, by controlling this game.
And there's nothing like shutting up the home crowd. You love it. Nothing like having a big lead in the 4th quarter, Palmer, and not having to stress or worry.
Yeah, really impressive just seeing how they were able to take everything from the practice field this week and apply it to game day. They've been locked in all week with the game plan, running and throwing the football, man. This has been impressive.
Feeling some heat.
Come on, bro.
He throws back across his body, and it's picked off. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but on the great return to improve this field position. Here comes the offense onto the field again. This defense will try to keep everything in front. Coming after it. And here comes the pressure, and there he goes down again.
The defense puts the exclamation point on the day. They have had a wonderful day, man. Doing everything great. Just, you could tell they were dialed into what was going on. And now just throw another sack in the equation, hitting the quarterback, being disruptive. They've been all over the field.
Big first down sack for the defense. Brings up second down. Got it in the middle. It's Rousseau. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. It's third down, and the line to gain is the 36. He's got the tight end. He knew exactly where he wanted to go with that one, and they've got enough for the first down. The Spartans come to the line with a new set of downs. Comes out throwing on first down. Finds a soft spot in the middle. How about this backer in pass coverage and bringing the big hit stick with him, too. And the Spartans are in the red zone. Almost had the completion, just missed it. That last incomplete pass has him staring at a 3rd and 3. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. Another incompletion on 3rd down. The offense failed to convert on 4th down earlier, but that didn't change their thinking here. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. And it's incomplete, a missed opportunity for the offense.
I think after failing on the 4th down, guys, you look at the scoreboard, you look at how much time is left. I think they're going to lose this football game. This coaching staff is going to have to dig deep and try to find ways to get this team better next time they take the field.
He puts a lot of air under it down the sideline. Snatches it on the right. And it's a catch, but he's got enough for the first down. And the Bears are in the hurry-up. To the air on first down. Dances away. And he can't find a receiver, and down he goes. The offense uses a timeout, 20 ticks remaining.
Yeah. Go ahead. Have fun.
He's looking for an open man on second down. He fires a bullet to the right.
Okay.
And it's caught inside the 30.
Well, this offense has just been dialing up explosive play after explosive play. That's a big part of why they have a huge lead at this point. And even in the 4th quarter with that lead, they are still taking shots. They are still being aggressive. Pedal to the metal.
Timeout called by the offense. A mere 10 seconds to go in the game. Picked up some yardage on the ground. Now here comes second down. He's looking to throw. Pass is incomplete, and we dwindle down to 7 seconds. 3rd and short from the 22. Is the field goal unit getting ready, or is this already 4-down territory? And they're going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just added their total.
And you knew this one was over already, but how about an exclamation point to go with it? Another score for this offense. They've had themselves a great day, and the stats just continue to pile up.
Why not double the try total and go for 2? He'll set up to throw. And that ball was in harm's way, and he is lucky to get that one back. After scoring that touchdown, they'll try to get it right back with an onside kick. And in that scramble, they're going to come out of there with the football, and they get the onside kick and take possession right back. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. And here we go. Final play of the game right here. Dropping back, it's Lamb. A shot toward the end zone. And that pass is incomplete. They were going for the consolation touchdown, but to no avail, and that's going to do it for this one. I know a lot of people thought this was going to be a blowout, but this team said, just when you think you have all the answers, I change the questions.
It's so true, Reese. I mean, they had a lot of dudes that we were talking to leading up to this game just had a chip on their shoulder. They just didn't feel like they were being respected, and they wanted to come out and they wanted to prove a point. And David, they did exactly just that.
And it's so much easier to be the underdog. It's so much easier to coach that team when you go, hey, they're ranked. Everybody's talking about them. You don't have a chance. It just builds all that momentum, all that hate, and you just pour it out on the field.
That's going to do it for us from here. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.
Yeah, Casey got it. Not baby. Swope. Well, that was fun. Hey Siri. Mm-hmm.
In the off-season, I'm a male and a mom. Now I have relaxed fit hands-free Skechers slippers. No bending down, no touching. I kind of love not using my hands. Well, Eddie, I'm out the yeah. Try relaxed fit Skechers slippers. This is what we trained for, man.
So what's in the oven? A cat. Today we cooking the cat. A cat. Put it for
In the off-season, I'm a male and a mom. Now I have relaxed fit hands-free Skechers slippers. No bending down, no touching. I kind of love not using my hands. Well, Eddie, I'm out the yeah.
if you have to travel.
Skechers slippers.
Good job. Hey, good job, beautiful.
Middleweight feature between that man Fat Gene, who thinks he did enough, and so does Jason Jackson, the former Bellator world champion. A very
Definitely thinking.
tactical, back and forth, highly skilled fight. As we look at our post-fight stats, look at that. Both men landed 14 punches. The takedowns favor Jackson. Was he able to do enough when he got those takedowns in the eyes of the judges? AI says Jackson won. The verdict fan score favors Fat Gene.
Definitely thinking. Oh, I'm about to cook, Daddy. This.
Are on the official commission judges' cards. Greg Hamilton has those.
Ladies and gentlemen, after 3 incredible rounds by these two warriors in your main events, we go to the judges' scorecards. Judge Anthony Maynard.
take the jab that caught Jason Jackson off balance in the first round and put him on his butt. I don't think Jackson was hurt that badly. He immediately went right into trying to find an arm and leg or so interesting. Great fight.
Logan Storley for a World Tournament Championship coming up in August. Dan Hardy as the winner. Ladies and gentlemen, I am here with your winner, the Silverback. That G moved through to the finals of the PFL 2025 tournament with a very close, hard-fought decision win over the veteran, the legend, Jason Jackson. How's the emotion feeling right now?
I'm so grateful. Honestly, that was such a close match. I don't know what to say, man. Jason Jackson, he is an ass-kicking machine. I don't want to say anything crazy because he did what he did. Everything in the beginning is just all promotional. I love him. I love Jamaica. I go to on the Golden Crust every week. I love Jamaican food. My mom is gonna make you that Haitian food like I promised. But God, all glory to God, my Lord and Savior. Honestly, hope and faith got me this victory. I cannot describe. I'm just so grateful.
Well, I've got people yelling in my ears. We need a face-off. We need a face-off. So I'm bringing in head of fighter operations, Ray Sefo, and we're bringing in your next opponent, Logan Storley. This is the welterweight final for you guys. The 2025 PFL World Tournament. The Silverback, That Gene, versus former Bellator interim champion, Logan Storley. That is the welterweight final for you guys. August. Make sure you tune in. Make sure you join us. It is going to be incredible.
Silverback Nation jubilant over the result. Bad Gene, Logan Storley in a welterweight final. Upcoming find out on our PFL app. July 5th in Brussels, Belgium. You can also find out on the PFL app here domestically. July 19th, Champion Series and PFL Africa's debut in Cape Town. Guess where you can find out, Randy? On the app. Semi-final action next Friday in Wichita, the following Friday in Chicago. And then, as promised, August is finals month. Coming up immediately following this card, join us on ESPN Plus and the PFL MMA YouTube for our post-fight show. We'll hear from Ian, from Coach, from Kennedy, from everyone who is here in Nashville tonight. What an incredible city, what an incredible arena here at Nashville Municipal Auditorium. Randy Couture, Dan Hardy, Sean O'Connell, Ian Parker, Greg Hamilton, Jonathan Coachman, Kennedy Smith. Thank you for watching. PFL Sports Center is next.
We asked Howie Mandel to describe new hands-free Cozy Fit Skechers Slip-ins.
They're like little soft pump jackets for your feet. These are like cozy little slippers for the street.
Introducing new hands-free Cozy Fit Skechers Slip-ins. Ultra-comfortable sneakers you just step into with no bending down or touching.
Your rise to the top. Every choice matters. Your energy, it needs to keep up. Introducing Valor Energy. Nitrogen infused for a remarkably smooth flavor. Designed to optimize your performance. Zero jitters, zero crash. Just pure, focus, and natural energy to fuel your day. Enhanced flavor, elevated focus, superior energy.
The impetus or element was just a recognition that my health was impacted by inadequate electrolytes. It was it tended to be super late, so I finally did get my electrolytes on point. But look, we've seen this play out across thousands of health journeys.
PLV
Case when you sweat the technique. Hands-free Skechers slip-ins now come in Glide Step Max Cushion. Jackson gave me an idea to combine all my favorite sports into one. Carved off only. Try Glide Step Max Cushioning hands-free Skechers slip-ins.
If you're a fan, what you'll see in the next minutes, hours, and days to follow may convince you you've gone to sports heaven. And right now, you're standing on the edge of tomorrow. Booyah!
This is Sports Center.
Breaking free is Draisaitl to the end zone! Leon Draisaitl has tied the series with his fourth OT winner in the playoffs. Final score: Edmonton 5, Florida 4 in overtime.
That's a great call. That was the exclamation point on a crazy night in Florida. Welcome to Sports Center with Kevin Connors. I'm David Boyd. The last time a road team overcame a 3-goal deficit to win in the Stanley Cup Final, here come Wilson. Impressive. Game 5 of the 1919 Stanley Cup Final, the last time it happened, prior to Thursday night. Steve Levy's anchored our coverage from a lot of cups. Not that one, but he isn't this one. A stunner in Florida.
The sun will rise in Sunrise, Florida. Sports Center on the Road is presented by Geico. But this will be a tough one for the Florida Panthers to shake off Kevin Weeks. After not being entertained, 3 of the first 4 games in the Stanley Cup Final require overtime. WWE couldn't do it. UFC couldn't do it. Nobody could do it the way that NHL Stanley Cup playoffs, specifically final. This was a roller coaster ride, and I felt like I was on Everest. And Taylor Swift was in the building. Even she had to enjoy the hockey game. Here are all the pretty pictures as we go from South FLA with the Stanley Cup Final now even at 2 games apiece. And it wasn't just Taylor in the building. There's Travis Kelce in the house as well. Middle of the first period was scoreless, so we didn't get the early goals we've always got. 2-man advantage from Florida. Matthew Tkachuk picks a spot. Great timing by Matthew Tkachuk, who just waits for the screens to set and picks that short side. Perfect placement there. Just over 3 minutes left in the first. Another Florida power play. Reinhardt on goal. Tkachuk the rebound, and he cashes in again by the side of the net. Little chip shot there by Tkachuk, up and over Skinner. Dad Keith, Mom Chantel loving it in the stands. They love Jones. Under a minute left in the first. Connor Mahagey on the forecheck to Anton Lundell. Unbelievable. The Panthers take a 3-0 lead in the final seconds of the period. Great forecheck leads that goal by Lundell. Perfectly placed shot, too. To start the second, Stuart Skinner. It was a question whether he would start. I thought Skinner was excellent in the first period. Still down 3-0. Calvin Pickard is in the game. Lundell a one-on-one. Pickard was brilliant. Mark that save. That was key because it kept the deficit where it was to 3. Clutch save there by Pickard. All right, it's a 3-1 hockey game. About 7 minutes to play in the second, and Darnell Nurse from the angle beats Bob. Darnell Nurse looking like the doctor, and the doctor was in his office. Short side
loose in front. It's chaos. Scramble for it, and somehow Bobrovsky, he winds up way out of his blue paint to make the save.
You young girls and boys that play the position, this is why I say in the playoffs, you got to break dance in the crease and pull some saves out of your elbow. Bobrovsky does it about 4 times here, Leafs. Look at this sequence. Bedlam in the net. Sergei Bobrovsky coming up huge.
Drops the stick, and Sam Bennett whips the shot, and Pickard got a piece, and the crossbar got the rest.
Leafs, now you're back. I thought you still might have been South Beach from last night. But big save there by Pickard.
Oilers make a push. Draisaitl gets the puck, and somehow it goes in off Mikkola. Amazing. I don't think that pass was intended for Draisaitl either, by the way. But it goes off Mikkola and beats Bobrovsky.
Leon Draisaitl, one hand on the stick, like the great Eric Lindros. You've got to be so strong to finish with one hand. Your top hand on the stick, I might add. And he rescues this one. What a win.
Once again, tells you that our group never quits, right? Like, I think we believe that no matter how bad it is, if we get over that hump of adversity, we're going to keep pushing, we're going to keep coming, we're going to keep coming. Eventually it'll break. Again, we don't want to be in these situations too many times, but when they happen, I think we're great at it.
Draisaitl's been the hero many times. He sets a postseason record, most overtime goals, following a regular season, which he says single-season NHL record for most overtime goals. Here's the clutch sheet you can't teach. So, let's go back a little bit. We watched a lot of hockey games.
Yeah.
And the Edmonton Oilers were as dead as any team has ever been, going off into that dressing room down 3-0 after 20 minutes of play. What happened here?
I got texts from people saying it's the Deadmonton Oilers because they thought they were dead, to your point. In the dressing room, those guys must have had every coffee, every espresso, every orange juice that was available, and just said to one another, boys, let's keep it close. Let's believe in ourselves. One shot at a time, one shift at a time. Let's not get overwhelmed. And they came all the way back, Leafs, and scored 3, and then Loman puts them up here 4. They had a chance to close it out. So you have to give them a ton of credit. This game, they were late for death.
Absolutely.
And they got up off the mat.
And they're probably not coming back in the series either.
No chance.
That game.
No chance.
That way.
Totally agree.
Let's talk about the goaltending for Edmonton. I thought it was the right call to start Stuart Skinner. I thought he was great in the first, even though he gave up 3 goals in that first period. And then Calvin Pickard was brilliant the rest of the way.
Let me take you inside what this feels like. And we talked about in the pregame show. For Stu Skinner getting the starting assignment, who came in, as you said prior to the game, with a .955 save percentage in Game 4. Between Games 4 and Game 7, he's at a .941 save percentage. And he was excellent in the first period. His teammates didn't show up. They left him for dead. So for Stu Skinner, you put the pressure on yourself. You want to be there to make the saves. I've also been Pickard, where you get called in relief. And you're just sitting there. You're waiting for your opportunity. Remember, coming into this game, Pickard was 6-0.
6-0 this postseason.
That was a tough spot to come in. Why? You're cold. You're not in the flow. And you could have fooled me because right from the outset when Pickard came in, he was forced to make big save after big save. And he looked in rhythm. He was on time. Leads, he was in position. And he couldn't have been any more clutch.
Teamwork, leadership. We're being told that Corey Perry was the person who spoke to the Oilers team after that first period. The man they call the Worm. He's quite a leader.
Man I call Corey Perry. And for him, playing in another Stanley Cup final, as he customarily seems to do every year, with that wealth of experience, having won the Cup with Anaheim and played in all these big spots, great stuff.
Feels like this is the first time in the series there's only 1 day between games. There's been a lot of game, 2 days off. Only 1 game for Florida to shake it off and for Edmonton to try and forget what they've done now with the Stanley Cup final. A classic in the making. 3 of the first 4 games requiring overtime. Now reduced to a game. The Oilers once again having home ice. It's been a beauty to watch from high to top. That's the story from Sunrise, Florida. Stanley Cup final on the road. Back to you in the studio.
Thanks, fellas. The U.S. Open, brutal on any course, but you pair it with Oakmont, renowned as one of the toughest tests in golf, and you get plenty of big numbers. Round 1 today. shot on 14, lands it up there safely on the green, but it's not safe. It's coming back, and it's accelerating. And this ball will roll all the way off the green. Scheffler's frustration showing there as he's digging a hole with his club. He would par that hole. Next hole, misses the par putt from 3 feet. Bogey there, 6 bogeys on the day. Finished his first round 3 over, tied for 39th. The other major win this year, Masters.
Hey.
Rory McIlroy.
Where's your clothes?
Putting from 5 feet
I have
away.
clothes on.
Not a shot.
Like this. What am I doing?
And your beard's done. Where are you going?
Then bogeys the
I
next
was gonna go.
7.
Hey Coco, what's up?
Where are you going?
I'm not going anywhere.
Break your wrists in that
Why you got a haircut then?
Can't go anywhere.
Cause I was gonna go to Chicago.
Why didn't you go?
Cause Phil's fiance's mom died.
Phil's fiance's mom. Oh no. Well, that's not fun. But damn. Did she love her mom or like were they close? I guess is more so the question.
Did she love her mom? I'm sure, yeah.
Well, I'm saying that because like some people don't fuck with their mom.
So of course, 25-footer, he just runs the right in for his bogeys. DeChambeau at 3 over 73. The guy who defined the course is J.J. Spawn. Starting off the back nine, this is his first hole 10, chipping it out of the stuff, and this is a good way to start your day. Birdied 4 of the first 8 holes, all pars the rest of the way. Poached just a second bogey tee down in Oakmont in the last 3 U.S. Opens. Here's Michael Collins.
So just how difficult was Oakmont on day one? Only 2 of the 18 holes played under par. Number 4, the par 5 at 621 yards.
Why you look so focused?
Average of 4.9.
I'm just
And number
waiting.
17,
I don't know.
the
What's
reachable
up?
par 4, played
Nothing. I was
327
just saying
yards,
hi.
and that
You
played
can
to a
hang up.
score average of
Um,
3.9. What went wrong for all of these guys out there? Rory McIlroy had a great
I don't want to
first
hang
9
up.
holes, and on the back
I
nine,
mean, you just
this
like
was
you're
not how
like,
to play golf.
hey.
Ironically enough, Rory
Anyways.
Oh,
one
I was
bad
just
drive.
excited to see your
Also,
face. I'm
he
sorry.
good drive that went 392 yards. I'm not saying
That
I'm just
doesn't give
saying. I
excitement.
talked to 2 separate players and said, man, what is it
Hmm.
about this golf course?
I have to
One
curb it.
just looked
I
like
gotta
it
do 2
went
things at once
rough.
always.
And the other one said,
Nothing could make
you
you
know
feel
that part of the
unwanted.
scary movie when the
There's 3
worms
things
start
at
going
once.
into your brain, into your
Make
bones?
you feel.
That's what it
Oh,
felt
okay.
like on the golf course today.
No, I'm serious. You laughing, I'm dead ass. You're laughing and I'm serious. Not nice.
I mean, you're an expert on making people feel unwanted, so I guess
I'm an expert.
you know that it's gonna happen.
I'm an expert on making people feel like they need to relax.
Right now, number 1 on the leaderboard, heading into round 2. You know, in many ways, the 2024 Mets season turned on a celebrity first pitch.
What's your favorite shorts?
hitting that wall awfully hard, trying to make that
I'm trying,
catch. My God, Eric Parker Meadows
cause I'm trying to show
doesn't
them to
have a
you.
home run last season, and there he goes. A three-run shot. Not a cheapie, because Tigers up 4-0. Couple deep flies. Spotted there at second base. Trying to leave that one up. And he does. Slides in there for out. Slowing him down. Second pitcher Titus pitches has pitched 30 plus innings, strike out 30 plus batters, allow one earned run over 4 games pitched. ERA over 199. Titus pitches first.
Oh shit! Wait.
You said you gotta be on this side at 8 a.m. Yeah. So you gonna He's gonna tell you to go I-10 or something?
Well, quite the start to these NBA Finals. Indiana a 2-1 lead, and they've done it by dominating the fourth quarter. The Pacers are outscoring OKC by 27 in the final three over the first three games. The game is close. Indy's found ways to win. They're just the seventh team in NBA history with 10 single-digit wins in one postseason. The previous six all won the championship. And unsurprisingly, Tyrese Halliburton has been the straw that stirs the drink. Pacers are 11 and 1 when Hallie has at least 8 assists in this postseason. Jamal Collier is with me.
Tyrese Halliburton said he hasn't been getting much sleep after games these days. Win or lose,
Yeah.
he's staying up late thinking about the previous game.
Man, you know I
Fingers
didn't
heading
hang
to
up.
a film to review, or just
And
texting
you
with
already know
Rachel
what time.
Snapchat.
And
Fans have been more active this
and you
season.
already know what time it is.
That's because despite the Pacers having a
I
2
said
game
it. I said
lead
I
in the
didn't. I
NBA
said you know
Finals,
I don't
the
hang up on
Celtics
you.
still hasn't cleared.
Fuck. I said you know I don't hang up on you. And when did I did not hang up on her. When did I hang up on her? I ain't never told you that. You should have been my plus one in New Orleans. Man, gone on. I did, but you. Mm-hmm. I like everything you make, cousin. If I would vote on it or what? My vote.
smoking.
crowd joins the rush. Puck goes through a couple five holes here. His fourth overtime goal this postseason that sets an NHL record tied with an ace. Our NHL reporter Evan Appleton cannot let the sun rise. The sun was about to set.
It looked like Charlie Roy was ending, and then they pulled off a unbelievable release
On the
of puck.
what? Yeah, you're
Take
sitting on
us
the
through
yeah.
this and how they win to start at bat.
Well, first, I was right by their locker room when the guys were coming off the ice, and they're hooting, they're hollering, they're saying like, "Wow!" They couldn't believe
Oh,
what they
and I
just
had the
did, and
standing
of
desk
course
by
they're
then too.
blaring Kings Pony Club in their locker room. That's their post-victory song. But even if the guys weren't going to say it before the game, when I was speaking to people around the organization, they were all talking about how much of a must-win game this was, and
I
they
mean,
just
how
wanted this
long were
game
we
to come
sitting
together and
there?
not start.
I
They
know I
went
didn't
down to the
smoke no damn
register, they
16. I know
pumped
you gassing,
everybody,
but
and when they got into that locker room, down 3-0 after the first intermission,
I
they
know,
pulled the
but I feel like
trigger.
I feel like when
They
you told me
figured
before,
out
you were
how
like
to
you
win the
smoked like
game.
8,
But
like back to
it
back
took
to back to
quiet
back.
confidence to bring the guys inside. A couple veterans spoke up, specifically Corey Perry, the oldest player in the room. And when Perry spoke, the guys listened. And from
I
then
could
on, they played their
I could
game.
see me
Meanwhile, the
continuously
fans in the
smoking like
Central
that.
Park said it was
Like if I
2-0,
definitely if I
now
had
they're
like a free
watching the
day
Kings develop.
and like
It's not their game. They like to be
yeah, if
aggressive.
you're at my
And
house,
watch
that
this
means
team
I've
not to be
definitely
shut
like got
yesterday.
some level of
These are two
freedom,
best
right?
teams. We both belong
So
here.
I'm
So the
probably
way
like
tonight went and what we're
smoking and
expecting the
chilling.
rest of the series, it feels exactly
sometimes I don't know, like
Tonight, Nikita. Tomorrow, Yusha.
Still work to be done for
uh
those who find themselves
yeah, like
unable to
sometimes I
get
wish that I had
resources
a kid.
like SGA
I mean,
and
not even wish.
BP knows the
Sometimes
right
I think
players
about
almost
like
indefinitely
if
for
I would
them.
have had a kid or could have had a kid with any of the people that I used to date. Uh,
Has anyone had an abortion with your kids?
uh-huh. My
Uh,
my ex girlfriend along like, but when we first met
They weren't
probably.
planning on having to
Um,
replace the brakes today.
so that was a
But they went to
long
AutoZone,
ass time
where a
ago.
friendly AutoZoner,
Um,
Renee, helps them find a great deal on Duralast gold pads and rotors. No headaches, just the right parts and friendly service.
yeah, no. So like two college girlfriends, one at the like one in the beginning,
Check
and
out
then
Renee table for
well, I
quality
guess the other one
and
wasn't a
save on
college
fuel.
girlfriend, but I was still working at PV.
Or
Um,
with Double Pay, when a player makes 2
so what?
consecutive free
The
throws,
damn
you
the
get
first girl was like
free scoring in the first quarter.
in like oh
Show me more.
03,
New customers get a welcome offer up to
so I could
$50
have like a
off.
22-year old.
Don't wait.
I could have like a 22-year-old, and then the other girl was
Scores
probably
from
like
your
oh
email
nine
to your
or
phone. Download
2010.
Double
So
Pay.
like, yeah. But obviously, yet I guess right, yes and no, because if I would have had one, then I wouldn't have been with the other girl to have the other.
Come experience the Flame Grill
In
Days,
either
where
in either
barbecue is
situation.
just $5.
No, because the first girl was my girlfriend, and we broke up, and she was pregnant within like a year and a half by another guy. She said that she wanted.
Hi, Sarah. Hi,
No, no,
Sarah.
no,
What are you
no.
trying to do?
When
Turn and go.
basically
Look at
I
the
was
bottom of
like
the
about
screen.
to be a senior.
Still.
No, yes, I was about to be a senior. She was about to be a freshman when we met. So basically, well, no, not when we met. When we met, she was a freshman and I was a senior. But apparently, she had seen me during the summer because I was working in the UC and she was in some program. Anyway, like a week into the school year, we met each other and we started dating immediately. So like a year later, I think that's when we had the abortion, and then
Here we go. It's time to push your
and
limits.
then a few years later, we like just like completely not talking to each other anymore. But only, like I said, only we stopped talking, and like I said, about a year and a half later, she was pregnant. But all like her reasoning for her wanting us to not date anymore was because like she was like, I've known you since I got here, and like basically you helped me do everything while I was at PV. She was like, I want to do some like growing up on my own, and I was like, damn, you want to be on her shit? That's cool. And yeah, a year and a half, like I said, she called me and she was like, yeah, I'm pregnant. And so, and since been a single mom since.
His head is
So
TCU drier than ever. So you can say yes to more than ever.
well, okay, so it's a double like I don't know if she was I assume that she was like fucking niggas, but the nigga who she eventually got pregnant by was her boyfriend at the time. But so yeah. I don't even think it don't have to be circumstantial. I think that I think that people could just do whatever you want to do, but like also like don't like it's just like anything. Like you got to deal with what come with that, right? So like,
It's 1 o'clock.
huh? Like if you're like a no, like if people right, like if people think that you're a hoe, you just might get treated differently. That's it. It's just like just like anything. If people think you're a rapist, you might get treated differently. You know what I'm saying? Like,
With David Lloyd, Kevin Connors, first off day for Aaron Judge Thursday since last September 29th. Aaron Boone just given the big fill of a night to chill. Rams trying to sweep through KC. Top three scoreless game. And
mm.
Rice. Oh, what a play by the pass
See,
watch.
I
Ball
don't.
pass went Tito and
Yeah,
he stopped
I
right
don't
on
know.
time. And Rice got
I
the
don't.
sixth inning Cody
I
Bellinger
mean,
deal.
we
Let's go
could call
Tigers.
Drea a hoe based on what we
I bet
think,
you not.
not because, but not what we know because the only niggas that I know, the only niggas that I know for sure smash Drea are right her baby daddies and right exactly. You know what I'm saying? So like again, like having a bunch of different rich boyfriends, I don't think that that makes you a hoe. Having a bunch of boyfriends don't make you a hoe. I don't think that neither. You know what I'm saying? So I don't know if Drea like fucking around with niggas that's not her boyfriend. So I think if yeah, I think if not if you just outside like being again, if you on hoe shit, you on hoe shit. And like you could just be outside fucking niggas. Yeah, fucking niggas that with either with no attachment or little attachment. Like fucking niggas with no I mean even if and right like even if you like, yeah, I done decided I'm gonna go fuck this nigga, and this nigga, that's fine. Like you can still be deciding to be on hoe activities and be a hoe. Um yeah. And like and also the shit don't gotta last forever, right? like Andre said, like I used to be a hoe. My hoe-ness is gone. And it's kind of yeah, because it's a lot of niggas with wives that used to be on hoe shit back like in college and after college, but now they're married, so niggas gotta yeah. Like again, is your wife a hoe or did your wife used to be a hoe? Like if your wife again, right? So like yeah, if you know a girl who fucked 10 niggas in a week and then she gets married and she only fuck her nigga now, is she still a hoe or did she used to be a hoe? You know what I'm saying? Like so right like that shit could be over. But yeah, I mean I always thought like being a hoe is just actually being like what irresponsibly promiscuous is what I've always thought. Um,
Defensiv's clear priority in game three is to make Shea Gilgis Alexander work as hard as possible. And some proof. He's picked up an average of 55 plus minutes a game
yeah,
moving the ball.
and
He targets every game in his career. And being unfortunate as well, one of
well,
the
right.
best
That's what I'm saying.
defenses he's ever faced in
That's
the
what I'm saying.
playoffs.
Being irresponsibly
And
promiscuous
SGA
is
was
how is being a
grinding
hoe.
when they're
I
under
don't think that being
135.
responsibly promiscuous.
Again,
I think you
most
could.
every
Yeah,
playoff
I don't
game,
think that you.
it's understandable that
I think
Shea
that
wants
there's
to
some
allow
level of.
some of those issues to build in the fourth quarter. But he says
I think
it's
that there's
part of
some
the
level
game
of.
this
Well,
season.
yeah,
That's
it's kind of like okay, so right. I think
big
being
cracks in them. 4 games left in the season, and looks like he worked the whole season for it. So he
it's
breaks down
like
in the fourth.
it's almost like
To me, the way I see it,
like the
he's like
like
set
a
something up
stripper who just
for a
stripping.
pretty good win.
The Thunder have to
It's like
figure
right
something
like
out about the
like
fourth quarter. OKC has won game
strippers.
two of
All the
first
strippers are
two
cool,
quarters through
but like you
three
fuck with the
in the
strippers that
fourth.
like are
OKC's
like
had
finna
a
buy a house
27-point
or
advantage.
like putting themselves through college
Indianapolis
versus the girls
could
who
command
be like stripping and then
either
just like
win.
fighting and laying up in the hood.
The Thunder find themselves in a hole
You get
now
what I'm
with
saying?
10
Like
NBA
irresponsibly
Finals
promiscuous
history.
versus
Second
like
down 2-1, come back to tie the
potentially
ball.
like
Just
goal
4 seconds
oriented
left.
promiscuous or like responsive.
It's
Like
also
again, like
clear
some girls are like, yeah, I want to.
still playing reasonably optimistic.
It's like I'm finna fuck 10 niggas. I'm finna fuck 10 different niggas so I can get the data. It's going to like, and I'm gonna use condoms and I'm gonna be safe and it's gonna be, again, like I think that that's again responsibly promiscuous. I wouldn't consider that hoe activity. Well, I still consider it hoe activity.
One shot earlier, Giannis and the
Say it
Bucks
again.
taking on the Suns before battling back to capture the title.
I would assume that SZA is responsibly promiscuous. Yeah.
Both in finals clinching wins all time.
Shit, but
2016, played for Oklahoma
she's
with a 3-1
it's
comeback to 73 win.
like
Warriors
again, she said
earned
like
a
the nigga who
comfortable
what the nigga went to
2-0
Vegas
by
and she
pounding the
fucked the nigga friend
back-to-back
while he was in
Aces
Vegas or
home
whatever she said.
of
It's
Andre
like yeah, this ain't
Iguodala.
like
They left game
that's
2
just
of
like
the
a lick
NBA
back.
Finals
Like that's
Friday night
again
on
right. That's
ABC.
oriented.
ESPN, the
Like
Pelicans, and ESPN
girls who just
Radio.
like you just like oh yeah like they just fucking for no reason like getting nothing from it at all, just getting another body on their sheet
Hopes are tempered in
or
Dallas
whatever.
with this
Nah,
captain's
I
challenge.
think that that's wild.
The Cowboys quarterback
Just
was
fucking just to be
17-0
fuck.
when
Like
his
again,
team
just
beat the
fucking just
Bills
like
head-to-head.
because the nigga said you was pretty. Like I was watching this show. This girl who was like, I was just so like taken by like the male gaze. She was like, nobody had ever told me I was prettier, showed me any attention. So I was fucking. She was like, I got to college and I was fucking. She said nobody ever told me that I was pretty, and and she had like two kids and was a stripper because she just had to go back to the crib because she had fucking kids. Huh? That's what I'm saying. Like, and but that's what I'm saying. Like, so the flip is that like everybody know girls that was in college that was fucking, and again some of the smart girls was fucking and again being responsible and handling business and doing all of that shit and also not being like, hmm? Oh, for sure. Yeah, I mean, anybody can end up with kids, but you know what I'm saying. Like, it's a lot. The obviously the more irresponsible people are the ones that end up. I would say more irresponsible niggas did got kids than niggas that was being responsible. Like the responsible hoes have less kids than the irresponsible hoes. Yeah. Like it's the people who got pregnant while you was in when you was in undergrad that you was like, yeah, I can see that. And also the flip, right? But yeah, I don't know. You think Drea's whole activity is, I mean, Drea's wholeness is done? Who else? Who else do they be calling like industry fucking? Also, like I don't want to say like reports too.
Welcome to the show. I'm a lot here about me last week. The one unimaginable hour. Wow. Unreal stuff. And endless entertainment. Where young trailblazers make
Mentioned
big
that her son
speeches, big
was like,
splash,
damn,
and big
it's like
plays.
it's like I already it's like I already know
Welcome
you.
to MLB's best. Giants, Dodgers. Join
That
us on
is
Father's
that's
Day
funny.
for a West Coast rivalry on
I
Sunday
be
night
thinking about
baseball.
it like, cause for real, when it's all said and done, you only, cause that's what I was about to say, you report to, but you only report to one person, right? Like who's the girl on the Housewives girl? Like there's a girl named Portia who apparently like stole some girl husband that was also on the
That
show,
work is never done.
but
Parked on Home Depot
them
Las
niggas
Vegas
just
in Pittsburgh.
live together. Like you just be with your wife, yeah, or you just be with your husband, right?
No matter what you're
Right.
working on, make any dad day with the Home Depot
That's
tractor.
you talking about Portia. She got a bunch of shit out that nigga and dipped. I ain't even know. That's crazy.
Never get 0% APR financing for
That
60 months. Only 2025 Nissan Rogue or Pathfinder.
that's nuts. Damn. So then that means that she like kind of like fucked up her reputation, her like kind of like show reputation or maybe reputation with the girl. Like it was foul, right? Whatever she did was foul. Taking that girl husband, right? So they started kind of fucking around.
Leon Draisaitl does it again. His fourth overtime goal this postseason. That's a new NHL record. It was his second OT goal in this series final. Remember, he's the first player with multiple overtime winners in a
Probably
single
double
final. His teammates have come
double
to
entendre.
expect this from Leon.
Probably double entendre. his soul for